Hi families, it's Katie from Racker. Today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about how to teach your child to point if they're not yet pointing to communicate. So I need a little help for that, and my son's going to help me today, but as you can see, he hasn't been preschool for a little while now. Okay, so the very first thing that you need is your child's favorite items. It can be a food item, a toy, an activity, whatever it is that your child loves. And then you're going to hold that item just outside of their reach. So if they were to reach for it, they couldn't quite get it. Now, the goal is that you would hold it up and show it to them, and you would wait for them to show interest in it by reaching with their hand. As soon as they reach with their hand, you're going to shape their hand into a point, and then you give it to them. And they get to play with it. And then you find ways to do this over and over and over again. Let's try it again, this time with Lightning McQueen. Who doesn't love lightning? Okay, so again, you're going to hold it just out of your child's reach. Wait for them to reach towards it. You want to use as little prompt as possible. If you can just tuck those fingers down, that's good enough. If they don't follow that, some kids are really resistant to being prompted. You might have to take your whole hand like this. If you can come from the side, it makes it easier. You can see if I was on this side, hold your hands out again, and I was trying to prompt, it would become a lot more cumbersome. So try to position yourself so that you're on the side of the hand that you want to tuck the fingers under. Now, of course, kids don't always, great job, Nathaniel, kids don't always follow what you want perfectly. So you might position yourself on this side and then they reach with the other hand. Try to just step to the other side and use your hand to prompt. As soon as they point, you want to give them the item as quickly as possible. The more quickly they receive the item after they point, the more likely it is that they'll point again in the future. And of course, our goal is always to be fading prompts. At the beginning, you might have to do a full hand over hand prompt like this. But by the end, you might be able to just touch the fingers and your child might realize what you want and tuck your hands down. Sometimes we even see that as you start to reach towards the child, they tuck their fingers because they realize what you want. Again, our goal is always that the child would reach first to show initiation, that we wouldn't pick their hand up and then form the prompt, but we would wait for them to initiate reaching for something first. You can also do this if you have items on a high shelf, which is a great way to create opportunities for your child to communicate by keeping their toys on a higher shelf. And again, you can either have them point from the floor, or you can always pick your child up and as you hold them, again, stand so that they can't quite reach the shelf, and then wait for them to reach towards the exact item they want, then form their hand into a point. I hope this was helpful. Thanks.